He literally was the one who climbed under our building and laid all the wire for our computers. He built all the desks. He put them all together. He volunteered to teach photography as a summer school program. He went back to WSU for a while. He came back. He now teaches robotics and video filming and photography. But his main thing is he's a filmmaker. And so he's one of our homegrown successes that we like.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You're.
That's right, entrepreneur.
Blew me away, man. This is awesome. All that stuff you guys are learning. I didn't. We had like stupid little teaching, typing things when I was your guys' age, and they were horrible. But now you guys have got all these things, all these skills you guys have got are quite amazing, and it's gonna blow my generation away. And the weird thing is that when I was his age and not even coming close to learning what he's learning. I guess it's more level like when I was a junior and senior in high school. That's about the level that I was at then. And I was teaching adults drafting with CAD drafting. I was teaching them pagination for school newspapers. I was working at Peninsula Daily News a little bit here and there, internship. I went to community college. I worked again for Peninsula Daily News. I've done a huge variety of things. I've always taught the people that I work with in the office space. I've always taught them how to do things because they didn't know. And then I got into tech support, which I don't advise anybody to ever want to get into computer tech support. It's horrible. But it all pretty much started with my community and being involved with my teachers, being involved with my students, and my student friends, my parents, and then with 4-H, I was thinking, okay, sure, no problem. I've taught people that are like 80 years old, and you know, I've worked with second graders, no problem. That was like, you know, it was no big deal. And then 4-H comes along, and it's a whole different ball game. And I was thinking I'd just be able to slide right in and help out. No, I couldn't do it. So the first day of Legos this year, I had created something more interesting than this. It was just this gobble of gears and all kinds of stuff, and trying to explain it to the kids of how this worked wasn't getting to them. And no matter how many times I drew it on the chalkboard or on the whiteboard or whatever, they just weren't getting it. And so it introduced a whole different realm of me learning how to teach kids and teach myself to teach, I guess. So it's been a whole different ball game with me. And so instead of this, where this is a worm gear with a gear reduction, to teach kids how a gate would be lifted up and down in a dam. And it's real simple. It turns on and it goes, and it barely moves. But the idea is this is 2 tons, and you've got a 7 horsepower motor in ratio lifting 2 tons over time. And it would allow the water, there would be a pipe that this would be behind this, and the water from the dam would rush out and into the generator. Generator. So just explaining this took me several months to figure out how I was going to do it. And it pretty much came down to creating what's inside of that little piece there, which you guys have all seen something like this, I'm sure, around, which is you turn the worm gear, and here you can see it moving. And it was interactive learning after that with the kids. And you can see that the gear's here, and there's 7 teeth, and there's 25 teeth on the larger gear. So you've got, it would be awesome if this was 20 teeth and that was 20 teeth. I think it would be 20 to 1. But anyways, ratios, gears, all that stuff I'm learning while teaching these guys. And it's really embarrassing when they have a question and I have no idea how to answer it. So it's a major learning experience for me. And that's the whole importance of the community extensions, is because you go into it volunteering, and you may not be getting paid for it, but it's not paid money. You're getting paid education and contacts and connections that you make for your entire life. So with this, Pam did a video showing my kids learning how to light up a light bulb, and that's this little device right here, which you hook up to this guy, and when you turn it, there you go. So it produces, it's barely going to light up here, There you go. So, but to make it more interesting, we used water, and it got all of us completely wet. But I'll show that video to you real quick. If we have time,
yes.
Because the guy's got
it's like
massive talent. Yeah. All right. So this is the after-school program in Quilcene, and I work with 4 to 6 kids.
There's a lake, and then water goes into like a house with 3 turbine generators.
Okay, now look at that. Hey, the polarity has been switched so you could create electricity out of it, and they were sitting horizontally in the water, went out to these big pipes, and it was built in 1983, and that produces all the electricity for Brennan year-round. And it was pretty amazing to watch that. They were spinning at 1,800 RPMs, and the whole place was shaking, and the water, you could hear all the water, and all the kids, you know, were touching the walls because the walls are vibrating, and it was an awesome feeling. And I guess I'd say the most impressive part about the extension offices and what they provide is I guess the commonality between like what I have my knowledge, and then when I need help, I can go ask somebody there, and they know somebody, or that person knows someone, and so it's a contact again. And so when I don't have an answer for something I don't understand about engineering, somebody in the community does. So
you know, Jason, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think that's part of not just technology. Technology is a little vehicle to access those people, but to know that learning's okay, it's fun, and it's all right to ask questions. That you're not ever going to know everything. So.
Yep.
And I think we have a nice community here that way. Some students come in at first, they're reluctant. New students, and pretty soon it's not a problem. It's okay to ask questions.
Yeah, I'd say it's all about questions. I mean, when you have an 80-year-old guy come in to ask you how to use a mouse, that was when I was in high school, and I was like, you know, I couldn't have the attitude like, duh. You know, I couldn't say that. This guy had enough guts to come in and talk to me. Like, how do I get this thing to work? So that was like the basic starting where I had to start. You have a whole different respect for authority of different people. The older, the wise, and that's, I don't know, a million things to learn in the world. So I'm confused.
Jason, thank you.
I was a school teacher. I taught physics to our elementary school students for 11 years.
Wow.
So the thing you are experiencing as I taught, but I was totally impressed by the way you taught your students.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think you have a lovely community here, so you can do such a job, and it's really great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Would you like to talk about your business you are planning?
He's available for work in Taiwan.
I have a disease. It's a very serious disease. It's called big idea syndrome or something like that. And I have huge goals, and I have big, huge dreams. And I found out through my short life so far that a lot of people don't take that seriously, and some people do. And the people that take it seriously are the people that I choose to work with.
I bet in your communities you have young men that dream like this and who want to connect and want to leave a legacy, and that's what's makes our energy. That's what generates our energy in this community. And I think we hope you find them in your community, and we hope that you continue to partner with us to make these dreams come true for this next generation.